I think black people American, they don't like other black people in our country, like African.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's true. There's many black Americans who think that Africans are...
Of course, they're black American. They are shit. They don't understand our culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't like black Americans?
Yeah, I don't like black American.
Okay, but do you know any of them in real life?
What?
Do you know many black Americans in real life? Like, have you met many?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I have many. I have many.
Okay, so you've met them and you don't like them.
No, I don't like their culture because
Okay.
they're shit.
When you say they're shit, what do you mean by that? Have you met many black Americans in Rwanda?
No, I've not. It's not many, just few of them.
So your experience of black people in America, comes from like television or
Yeah, like
music.
television, news, and those. Oh God. Oh. You see
rappers?
those? No, I mean those talking show like the. Yeah.
Okay, so shows, TV shows.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The reality TV shows.
Have you met many black people from America?
Of course.
Have you met many black people from America?
Not many of them, but I have met some
Okay.
of them.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, a Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. And living the true gods, giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords. And they hold the mic at your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the weekly wrap-up. Hopefully everybody is doing well this evening, this Good Friday evening. All right. So we are here. If you could, as you are coming into this live, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe now. And if you do, hit that notification bell, hit the word all. That way you'll be notified anytime this channel goes live or a video is uploaded. And also a video will premiere. Now, after that, you can also become a member by joining the channel as well. That also helps to support what we do here. And for those who have memberships, they will be, if there's a video that is to premiere, and I have time, which I, sometimes do, I will put those videos and they will first premiere in the members only area prior to airing for everybody else. So that's a perk that you get if you are a member of this channel as well. With that being said, there will be a video dropping tonight after tonight's broadcast in the members area. So for all you night owls, you guys, and my late night members, you can go ahead and participate with that. But with that being said, we have some things to talk about. And, we are here live. So as we do, if you are new to this channel, on the live broadcast, we like to go ahead and tap in with the family and see who's here and greet everybody. And also people checking in from where they're from and representing, our community of grassroots. So with that being said, Patricia Slade in the building, Jersey City, Black First, my good sister. Thank you for being here on this Friday evening. And we got Nichelle Hargrave in the house. Salute to you, my good sister, Black First to you. And you're coming from Baltimore, Maryland. And a happy late Mother's Day to all of you mothers as well. And we have a Judah Queen in the building, our good sister. Who is a good, faithful moderator and also a member of this channel. And if you didn't know, now you know. She's also an educator. So salute to our good sister, Judah Queen in the building. Black First as always. One Who Cares in the building. Shout out to you, my good sister. Appreciate you for being here. And I think I've seen you comment earlier on this video. At least that's what it showed me. So salute to you for being early as well. Black First, which you usually are. So shout out to One Who Cares. We got David Boyd in the building. Peace, love, and blessings and prosperity. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Bronx, New York in the house. Black First, my good brother. And we got Derek Parker in the building as well. I believe Derek Parker representing where bulk of my family hails from, which is Arkansas. So salute to you, my good brother, Derek Parker. All right. And we got MD Williams in the building. What's going on, my good brother? Black First Coffee in the building. I believe that's you. Black First Coffee as well. So salute to you and your endeavors. And get that Black First Coffee. What a great way to start your day. Black First Coffee. You got the free plug right there, brother. And one who cares is in St. Louis. Okay, St. Louis. Oh yeah, brother, you from Louisville. Oh, the home of player. Yes, indeed. Salute to you, brother. And Man, I just saw that crazy video from out there with the sister. I hope she's doing all right. The trucker sister that was in that accident hanging over with her truck hanging over the bridge out there. That was something serious, man. I don't know what was happening. I just seen her video, and you just see a car running, like, I guess running recklessly, because that person's been charged now. But man, almost took this sister up out of here, but luckily she was spared. But yeah, that was crazy. Like, the dash cam literally shows the front of her truck falling into the river. It is nuts, man. Dominique Devereaux in the building. What's going on, Dominique Devereaux? Salute to you, and thank you for being here as also Black First. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I did. I saw a little bit, and I do plan to play some of that too as well. So I want to touch on that because, again, it also plays into what I'm talking about. That's US 31. Oh, 2nd Street Bridge. That's what that is. The 2nd Street Bridge. Yo, that yo. Man, oh, your wife takes that bridge every day. You know, somebody else mentioned on X that they always get scared having to go over that bridge. So yeah, man, salute to that sister, and glad to see that, you know, she's still with among the living, because that was crazy. Jamal Bryant is a Sam. You know, I said that's pretty much, you know, you know what's, you can expect that. Oh yeah, I seen, yeah, you know how that go. Because I saw him up there, I'm like, oh, okay, it's church politics. You know how that goes. Well, church politics, church and politics / boule. So you know how that goes. Anybody that grew up around the church, you know what time it is. Thank you, Nightbot, for being on deck as well. So yeah, Judah Queen, you know how that goes. Antithesis in the house. Black First, Valdosta, Georgia. I appreciate you for being in here as well. Thank you, brother. So look at what you see on the screen. Now, the two graphs or charts that you see at the very top, that's from here. So that's concerning the area of the average white household in Portland. And this is not all of Portland. This is the part of Portland that is used to be known as the Black neighborhood. As you can see, it's kind of been priced out. Now, household profile. Look at those statistics or those numbers. And then the average Black. So people will tell you, see, so for the average white family in what would used to be known as the Black neighborhood, all white families have to do, and they've been steady throughout all of these years. None of these different groups are in the red. These, like when you see Hollywood and Alberta and interstate, Northeast, that's the hood. That's where gentrification. So look at what you're seeing on the system of gentrification. It is literally tied to economics. How is it tied to economics, you say? Well, look at all of these areas. You mean to tell me that it's a coincidence that all of the people that were able to get these homes and buy these homes up in the Black community, and then they can also afford the highly inflated rent as well? So handedly, might I add. And when you see like places like Forest Park, that's up in the hills, by the way. So for a few years, everybody was comfortable living in the hills. Now, if you look over to the right, look at all of that red. Red means that you You are not doing this comfortably. So it's not affordable. So look at for black folks, all of that area is known as the black community. Well, it used to be known. Part of that is Albina, part of that's Peninsula, part of that is Irvington, Fremont, Hollywood. All of this is known as the black areas, always has been, Albina especially. So if you see where the green is, and then look to the right and see where there's no green, that is what gentrification looks like in pure form. Home ownership, being able to have home ownership and rental, because the household median income is $763. You move over to the black medium annual income, $36,101. Both of these groups are in the same community. How do those numbers make any logistical sense other than to say that there obviously is something at play? Now, look at this other statistic on the bottom. Income by ethnicity. Indian American, Filipino American, Asian American, Chinese American, Russian American, European American, Australian American, Japanese American, British American, Italian American, German American, Canadian American, White American, Nigerian American, Brazilian American, Mexican American, Hispanic, Latin American, the average American. So there's Joe Blow, your average white guy, your average person that I did, your normal passing white identifier on the low end of the financial spectrum. Then there's Native American, and at the very bottom, there is black folk. And so when you look over here to the right of the bottom chart, what do they keep trying to sell us on? Everything is all right and the economy is good. Well, clearly, because of the way that these incomes are dispersed, guess who's going to be the first one to spot a problem? It's going to be those people to whom can afford all of this. Some of these people are in these states. So when they're looking to black folks for the vote, they know why they're losing the other people. And it is the numbers. Because see, if we've been consistently, perpetually on the bottom. And this is why this is what it looks like what Dr. Claude Anderson has been preaching for years and probably just tired of us because we let it go this long without really truly putting the foot to the floor and putting foots to asses about this reparations. And here's, because this is right here in front of you, is the absolute reality of the necessity of paying that debt. But understand why when you see all of the resistance, look at the deck that's stacked against you. If you think you can find a coalition being on the bottom, you're all alone on the bottom. No one wants to be on the bottom. No one will be a coalition with you unless you agree to remain on the bottom. And that is what too many black folks over the years have not understood. I hope with recent things that's happening in these recent years and months and weeks is becoming very clear to folks that, hey, we legitimately have no friends. It is not that black folks are whistling Dixie. No, there is a major agenda here. And one of the agendas is trying to rush in the illegal process. So trying to get these people, rush them through to citizenship before August 3rd. If you saw my last broadcast, we got down to the root of the matter of what is really going on, and we know what's happening. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? It is TPA ending August 3rd, which means all of these illegal so-called asylum seekers, but really invaders because they were not seeking asylum, just a better life. They're not all leaving from war-torn areas. Some of these people are actually coming here with money to make more money or to send money back home, and they're shoring up their position in the dope game. For some of them, others, have came here again, like I said, being opportunists. And August 3rd, it truth be told, if this president ain't doing his job, people need to be calling foul. Because come August 3rd, it's hashtag fire up the jet time. Oh yeah, it's time to fire up that jet. Mass deportations a sizznak. Yeah, buddy. Rev them engines just like they did when in what is that, Houston or Texas when they was down there, and where is that, San Antonio, wherever. Austin, I can't remember what the hell that was. Somewhere in Texas, they was over there crossing the border, and they had all them folks caged up. And then CNN went down there to go interview the people in the cage, and they was already gone. They had to go meet them in Port-au-Prince. Yeah, hashtag fire up that doggone jet. Yeah. So, here I am, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. So another thing that they want to do is hurry up and put it in your mind and these ideas that, see, here's where these people can strongly function. Like this mess here.
That states those jobs that we are in high demand, we could expedite. How do we have a large body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers, and at the same time we need lifeguards? And the only obstacle is that we won't give them the right to work to become a lifeguard. That just doesn't make sense. But if we had a plan that say you have a shortage of food service workers and those who fit the criteria, we're going to expedite you. If you have the experience that you are a nurse, which you have a nursing shortage, and we would expedite you.
Whoa.
And it's the same with lifeguards. So we have all these eligible people waiting to work with the skills
Healthcare
we need
workers?
to fill the jobs.
Expedite
but we're
them?
unable to allow them.
Are you smoking crack? What's wrong with this Negro? No. You go find qualified Americans, man. What's wrong with you? There is an economic crisis. You know how many people are out of work right now? Contrary to jobs. No, it ain't. It is disaster run amok, and they over here telling you everything's fine. No, it's not. No, it is not. The video I played, Wednesday? Showed you all them places closing. Yo, they got problems, man. Mister. The other interesting part, though, crime is down. Now, some people are trying to say, well, crime is down because that was starting under Barack Obama. Man, let's not. Let's really not. Man, that was started under Barack Obama. What was the economic gains for the Black community during Obama's 8 years in office? I think we have a deleted teenager, deleted middle schooler, and a deleted woman to whom they say deleted herself, which did make sense. And if my memory serves me correct, let's see, who else would have been there? Alton Sterling. There's quite a few on this guy's watch. While we're talking about Barack Obama, Mr. Back the Blue, the thin blue line. See, people forget about that. Barack Obama wasn't against no police. And neither is his vice president, who's now the president, who now found $37 billion for law enforcement while crime is down. That makes sense, y'all? It sounds like a setup. A setup for what, though? Somebody was in office when they were moving all them tanks around America back in 2012-ish. Right? Somebody remember that? Anybody? Just train beds full of tanks. Fit, narrow, small enough to go through alleys in a neighborhood. More money for law enforcement, $37 billion. It's like MRAPs. What are MRAPs for? What the police need that for? Oh man, imagine this. Also, guess who trains these police? Wow, man, who would have thunk it? The Israeli forces. Whoa, wow. But black people, you need to be coming to Israel's defense. We've seen cop training leaks before. They're shooting at black men for target practice. The pitch, so they ingrained it in their mind. Why do you think they do that? So they could go, they get them prepared to basically be mindless killers of black men. And you're trained. And so it's a form of programming. Some people don't need so much programming. Understand. Have you ever been in a scenario where you've seen other races around and you might have been close to harm or danger and none of them cared? Something that should stick with you. You know? Well, in this scenario, we are watching how no one cares about black folk. It's about time we start returning that energy, family, in my opinion. And so I think with the whole Israel-Gaza thing, that was a real eye-opener for a lot of people to say, hey, we're not going out of our way to go caping for anybody. Because at the end of the day, no one, I mean, family, come on, man. Let me show you this graph again real quick before I play this video. Look at them numbers, man. It's not by accident. You don't have this from state to state by accident. That's an actual government agenda. Why do you think? Don't promise them nothing. I'll say, yeah, don't promise us nothing. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what they say?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
In the meantime, You have black men who give their life to this for this country. They go over. People say, we're about to go into Memorial Day, by the way, and there is a mother who is burying her, well, has now buried her decorated soldier son, who is at that young age smart enough to be an airman. This man's in the Air Force. Again, I have to reiterate, you know how smart you have to be. Special ops in the Air Force? This dude was really sharp. They can't throw dirt on him. You're literally 2 weeks away. Not this Monday, but next Monday is Memorial Day. I was in a meeting with some white folk. I mean, well, I can't say that because there was a few black folks, but I was in a meeting nonetheless, and they're talking about Memorial Day. Yeah, no one really knows about the origin of Memorial Day. Yeah, they do. Matter of fact, when the one white general tried to get up there and make his speech about why the origins, remember they cut his mic off at the Arlington Cemetery on Memorial Day, the big to-do, and they went out their way to cut that man's mic off while he was telling the truth about why Memorial Day came about. And it's so funny to hear people explain it and watch people explain the black away from the origin of something that was solely created by black folks and no one else. Black folks started celebrating Memorial Day, and then it finally gets adopted. But this was already a holiday. It's no different than Juneteenth. So look at it this way. Years down the line, we really don't know the origin of Juneteenth. It's almost like a second Independence Day. We don't know where it came from. I mean, man, some people say it was representing the Irish or it was representing the English. Come on now. Don't think, family, when I say that they would do something like this, don't think that it's behind them to do. No. Oh, no. You better understand it. I am from the University of White Supremacy. Let me tell you another little quick story. We were in the store. This actually the other day, we were trying to get into the store, trying to pull into a parking spot. This white man is going to stop right in front of the parking spot for some reason, had to dig in his pocket and look at his phone and all of this while standing in this empty spot, knowing a car is sitting right here. So I honked at his little silly ass. Beep. And he looking at me, get your ass out the way. You go ahead and move on out the way. Then I get out the car. You can't impede nobody else's progress. What's wrong with you? Hey, you could have waited 30 seconds. I'm not really going to say on air what I said after that. But let's just say something ran in his mind that said, hey, what he just said to me, I want to act like I want to get bad. Then I further said something more to him. And then I guess at that point, he actually took a real solid look at who he's talking to. And yeah, you want this bitch? You can go get in your car. I mean, because some of y'all might think I'm a little man. Some people are like, oh, I thought you was short. No. Oh, no. Nope. No, you dealing with over 6 foot, well into the 200s. So it wasn't about to be no walk in the park. And again, not like I'm just walking around. No, that ain't. Please believe me. It's me and my wife going into the store trying to get done shopping early because it's about to be hot. It's the weekend, and I don't like crowds. So I'm just trying to get it out the way. So he over here trying to impede somebody's progress. Get your ass out there. On top of that, I'm just not finna take that off. So I'm just not. When y'all see these people getting online talking all of this, yeah, you ends, you just want to do this and you want to do that, blah, blah, blah. Man, let me tell you something. I'm from Portland, Oregon, man. We are 8% of the population. They don't come around here with that smoke at all. When you see us talk, we ain't playing. These people do not play with us like that. They'll get online and start talking crazy. In real life, oh no. Oh no, the reality set in real quick. Because I hear, please. Tell me when to go. But what y'all got to understand about us out here, we don't have the luxury of being offspring of folks that were just saturated in blackness. Hell no. We out here having to fight every damn day because we so spread out. So we know what keeping it on code is. Because see, when you have that type of distance, you have to remain solid. So I understand that, like, there's people that come from different parts in the neck of the woods. They don't have that. So there's things that can get lost in translation. I'll just put it like that. But out here, there's a certain code, like switching up might get you violated. I see other things like, oh no, just the mindset that it just doesn't work for me. I'm super duper West Coast, I'll tell you that. And like I said, that's one of the reasons that we know how to stay silent. We are not going to be switching up like that. That is just not what we do. One thing I will say, these people out here, for us, a lot of us are the offspring of folks who had to leave the South. Because that one Negro amongst the bunch that said, you know what the hell y'all scared of? These people. They ain't harming me. It's gonna be me or it's gonna be them. And during considering the time and whatnot, it was them. So we had to go. So a lot of us out this way are from situations like that. So we the offspring of a different cloth. And so it's always fun. I hear people, weirdos talking, man, please. I went to prison for shooting the white supremacists. People talk about, oh man, you this, you that. Shut your bitch ass up. Ain't gonna bust a grape around these folks. Because this is a problem. I tell you, we have this, because being saturated around Black folks so much, you get in your mind that it's okay to be disrespectful to other Black folks. So it becomes normalized. I am not from that environment at all. So even like when you see some of the older cats that was like, hey, I don't really like the Drake beef. Trust me, there's something to that. And I get it. People don't move. What was you doing in your younger days? When I was younger, I seen people that didn't make it to be my age. Guess what the difference is? This age, you get to look back in retrospect and say, hey, I could spare you from going down this direction. Because a person I would love to introduce you to right now ain't here no more because they didn't get a chance to learn that life lesson yet. People, man, okay. A long time ago, I'm out of the warning business, baby. You come ask me something, I'll tell you, but I'm not finna go stick my neck out to tell you nothing. I'm gonna do right. If it ain't coming from this platform, you won't hear it out of me. You go right on ahead. But age, experience, longevity, and consistency will teach you some things. I'll just say that. you know? And one of the things that we learn out here is who people really are. We know what our enemy is. We know the depths of it. So what I want to say about like the guy in the store, he knew exactly what he was doing. It was that important to him just simply to impede my progress. Because you know what he said to me when I said you can't impede nobody's progress? You could have waited 30 more seconds. Not my bad, sorry. No, his problem was being checked by a black man. I see this all the time. So the first thing I'm gonna do is tell you what to do. To a white supremacist, you want to piss them off? Tell them what to do right off the rip. And family, I don't want to see no videos of anybody watching me asking these folks any damn thing. Don't you ask them nothing. Sir, why don't you understand? Sir, they know exactly what they doing. Don't you talk to them like they know what they doing. Yeah, well, hey, you from Portland? Talk to them like they know what they doing. They know what they doing. So, I mean, that's one thing about being out here. You ain't going to catch them folks running up on us. That's why when you start getting down south, they know what kind of, like, oh, y'all kind of been around this environment, so y'all not, like, I put it to you like this. Me, I walk into a room with 50 white men, and I give two shits. I know other people that will walk in, it's the same room, and be like, man, there's too many white people in here, man. Whoo, I got to get up out of here. Man, let's go. What a kind of soft crumb cake batter are you made from? If you ain't really ready to rise, so I don't want to hear no gangster shit talk out of none of y'all. If this doesn't get your spirit moving, man, miss me with every other thing you talking about. We ain't the same. We are not the same. Oh man. And I hear, it's funny too, because that's why a lot of these the little Pan-African hustlers, they don't last long out here. A lot of them try though. You don't think these people done been out here? Man, don't nobody fall for that bullshit out here. You understand, brother? You understand? Now see, listen here, bro. No, we understand brass tacks, baby. And the real deal is the real deal, and the fake get going. Put them on the run. Put them on skates. Send them downhill. Because you got to understand what you're dealing with, family. These folks eat, sleep, wake up again, not shower or brush their teeth, but think only of how to bother, interfere, harm, somehow mess with a black person today. And I'm telling you, I mean, I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress it enough. If you come here, then you would know. But I mean, if there's anybody watching me off up in this chat right now, you from here, you can go ahead and chime in on that truth. Go ahead and chime in on that truth, because if you from out here, man, you know what time it is. So, man, what you think that line mean? Imagine all the Hebrews going dumb, dancing on top of chariots and turning tight ones. What you think that mean? It's like, for us, how do we know exactly what that means? Tell me when to go. Ooh. What you? I wonder how many of y'all heard you thought that was about dancing. Come on, y'all. Tune in. Dark skinned brother in the house. What's going on, my brother? I appreciate you for being here as always. Black first. Yes, indeed. Big facts. Big facts. Tia to you in the building. Tia to you, always a pleasure to have you in the building. Thank you for everything you do out here in these new black media streets. C. Terry in the house. Salute to you, C. Terry. Thank you for being here, my good sister. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, MD, their code. They don't break it. They don't break. What I tell you? Did y'all catch Professor Black Truth's moment of truth this morning? And so look at what he said, and then look at what I said when I was talking about this cat. That woman, and I guess, see, what I didn't understand is that they actually had tried to do things about this man. And then the day he shoot her, there's going to be a dead end today. And then these folks in that neighborhood just let it happen. Yeah. So here's something else I want you to just keep in your mind, fam, is that those two graphs up top, that area would be considered one of the most liberal places in the state. You don't get more liberal or more multicultural than North and Northeast Portland. You know, demos, I say. I mean, these people, I'm just saying. Liberal. But that's what's going on. Now, as soon as you talk about black, it's black and brown. It's disproportionate, affected, underserved. Now, I'm going to make an insult about the black community. Oh, well, they're underserved. Okay. Oh, I see. Let me real quick tell y'all, one of the reasons why I have the commercials in the live is because YouTube, as you know, the long-standing shadow ban of this channel, this actually puts me in the algorithm. So, playing the game. You understand what I'm saying? Playing the game of the business. And just so I'm doing that just so it keeps that algorithm thing cracking. So more people can get this good, solid information. Now, with that being said, coming from the University of White Supremacy, something that you'll also learn is how deep-rooted the hatred for Black progress is. See, the understanding of progress for Black folks has always been despised, because when you have a false belief of superiority that is false, you have to maintain certain realities. And when we come to start fighting for something, things have changed all around the world. Now we finally fighting for us, and everybody, oh my God, you hate us, and you hate. We love us. We love us that much to say, no longer shall we be on the bottom, And we most definitely are not going to be on the bottom of these millions and millions of invaders that these folks have allowed to come in this country. And because the diabolical anti-Black scheme came at the hands of Joe Biden, to whom Joe Biden himself was able to harness the energy based off of a police killing of a Black man. This time around is going to hit a little different.
97. Don't have any further other than a male and female. It's all fourth party information through the front desk at the leasing office.
Thank you. And the reason that's very important, Eric, and why we had it blown up, is because it reiterates that it is not the right apartment where Roger Fulton is at. The dispatch officer says, don't have any further other than a male and female. It's all fourth party information from the front desk at the leasing office. That's important for two reasons. Number one, the police already know before they get there, they've been told that where the disturbance is at, there's a male and a female, and that they are getting their information from the front desk at the leasing office. And it's, as his mother and father and everybody continues to say, his girlfriend, Roger, was in his apartment by himself, FaceTiming with his girlfriend. They were not raising their voices. He was making plans for their visit for the weekend. The only people in that apartment, only person in that apartment was him, and he had his dog Chloe, who was present there.
Wow. Wow. Absolutely disgraceful, ladies and gentlemen. Disgraceful. And add insult to injury. Well, first off, before I do that, Antithesis, thank you for the CashApp donation. I appreciate that very much. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be up on you and yours. Thank you. And Key Prince, I see you in the building. Salute to you, Key Prince. Thank you, and also thank you for being a member. All right. So this on your screen, this just came out. Statement from President Joe Biden on record. On record decrease in violent crime in 2024. He's really trying to give himself a pat on the back. This guy here. Americans are safer from violent crime today than a year ago. Today, an independent organization of police chiefs from the nation's largest cities released data showing that, compared to a year earlier, violent crime declined across every category in the first quarter of 2024, and murders are down 17%. These decreases build on substantial decreases in previous years. Let me explain something right there. Let me take a pause. I want to cut to local politics for a real hot second, because one of the statistics that they're kind of using actually is based out of here. And the funny thing about that is crime is down from community intervention, not police or law enforcement. Here, how they're trying to spin it is basically the administrators saying, hey, because of the funding that we give, these create these programs that serve the community. So see, we are So the Democrats here are literally trying to take responsibility for the black community policing itself. In turn, it spills out into other communities because remember, truth be told, when something needs to be changed, it starts here with us. And so, so it goes. So reading on, after the prior administration oversaw the largest one-year increase in murders ever recorded, violent crime is at a near 50-year low. Let me tell you something, though. Wait a damn minute. Let's keep it a buck here. There was a shutdown, uncertainty. People were going stir crazy. People were losing their jobs. So yes, the world was shut down in a panic with 10 million people dead all over the country. I mean, just in my block alone, there was 250,000 people that died of that disease. At the little corner store that I go to, I mean, at least 50,000 people at that store have fell ill. I mean, come on. I seen 75 people in a Kia. I mean, come on. They all got sick. Astronomical numbers. And the people's dumbass, like, D.L. Hughley's just such a jackass. Man, y'all, all them people died under Trump. Bro, if you don't shut up, black people are the most unaffected. You wanted to know how I knew when we could call cap? I live in Portland, Oregon. We're only 8% of the population. If this is to be true and black folks are so affected by this, that means black folks are going to be falling dead quicker. And guess what didn't happen in this town? Matter of fact, we have more people from our community deceased after a mass rollout of something. Quite a few heart attacks, surprise cancers. Y'all just saw me at a funeral not too long ago. I'm just saying. I can't say that had anything to do with it, but I'm saying you're seeing these things happen a little more often. Oh man, but that Reza Islam, boy, him and his misinformation, I tell you what. Salute to that brother. They had that. Look how far they went. And mind you, guess who? What president has received the most money than any other president in U.S. history from Big Pharma? Oh, man. It's Joe Biden. Imagine that, y'all. Anyway, this crime reduction is not an accident. It's the result of extraordinary efforts from law enforcement and community leaders. It's the result of extraordinary efforts from law enforcement and community leaders. It's also the result of historic steps by my administration to stop the flow of illegal guns and make the largest ever federal investment in fighting and preventing crime because of my American Rescue Plan. Okay, so administration to stop the flow of illegal guns. Does anybody have like a article on one of these seizures that his DOJ has taken out and has done? Anybody? If somebody, I mean, let me know. That's news to me. MD Williams, thank you, brother, for the Cash App donation. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon you and yours, brother. I appreciate that. Boy, these folks are something else. But hey, this is, well, I guess you don't have to tell the truth when you're the president. You just say, we did this and it's us. Despite every Republican in Congress voting against it, that plan passed. And it has enabled cities and states to invest over $15 billion in public safety and violence prevention. There's no such freaking thing as violence prevention. That's a joke. That doesn't exist. That is violence prevention. What does that even look like? As a person that is co-wrote a plan of life to curb recidivism, I'm just curious on what, and not to mention also dealt with other educators working on the same type of deal and catering it towards Black folks. This is Black people taking up on the mantle themselves. Matter of fact, one of the doctors is from Kentucky. And so these are things that are specifically tailored toward the Black community and dealing with us. So that means that this is a peer-oriented situation. The only thing that the local government or the federal government can do is have funding available for these different little organizations that literally do stuff like this. But trust me, family, there is no police intervention because, okay, you want to end recidivism. That ain't going to happen with the police. And then you're talking about violence prevention. That's a joke. Putting cops on the beat for accountable community policing as well as interrupting and preventing crime. But this dude has $37 freaking billion to throw at police, but he didn't have the time to start a police accountability commission in his own White House. He goes on to say, we can't stop now. My Safer America plan calls on Congress to invest $37 billion to support law enforcement and crime prevention, including funding $100,000 additional, by including funding 100,000 additional police officers for accountable community policing. This is the same dude that said, I have your back. Now, what is accountable? What the hell does that even mean? And number one, who needs more police if police, you're saying in this, crime is down. Crime is down. What do you need this for? This literally makes no sense. Additional police officers, accountability policing, investing $5 billion in community violence interventions. You think that's going to Black organizations? And enacting common sense gun safety reforms such as a ban on assault weapons, which can't happen. That actually is in the Supreme Court. That's another law coming from this state. Keep your eyes on Oregon, family. I'm telling you, they try to all the slick stuff coming through here. Make no mistake. Oh, wait. A ban on assault weapons, high capacity magazines, and a universal background check requirement, which that's already a requirement out here in Oregon in the first place. So I don't know where it is. And again, that's not addressing illegal guns. That's addressing legal guns, not illegal guns. So what he wants to say, what he's saying is he is basically classifying legal weaponry as illegal weaponry. And he wants to put a law in to say what I deem as illegal. And again, where does this agenda keep coming from about disarming. Let's have this little bit of bullets here for you, but here's $37 billion for the police. Sound like you're setting up a totalitarian dictatorship to me. And they talk about there will be no democracy if Trump gets in office. $37 billion to the police, where same frame that they just snuffed out an Airman. Go Joe Biden. I'm sure, but see, you gonna you gonna mess around and you gonna get the Trump back off up in there. Now you think you gonna get any of these policies now? If you're mad at this, how much money you think Trump gonna do? Trump gonna turn around and give the police $200 gajillion. I'm sure they're just a great car. Well, them old Negroes on the internet while I'm here on your YouTube channel rolling. I'm Greg Carr, Brother Africa. Now let's talk about Gaza. Bootlicking coon. Make no mistake, America is making progress against crime, saving lives and restoring security and peace of mind. We need that progress to continue. Every family deserves to live in a safe community. I won't stop until they do. It's funny because he's saying how he's reducing crime. There's a lot of people in New York that's beg to differ. You just brought in a bunch of criminals. And this isn't Donald Trump speaking. These are victims of the criminals you brought in speaking. In the meantime, what did we... Family, over here at the New Black... And this is why you have a New Black Media. Did we not tell y'all? These people are going to be coming over here like, oh yeah, Joe Biden got it wide open, baby. Man, we finna flood the zone. I got me a butt-naked town right here, and they don't even know what's coming. Hey, family, you got that thing processed and ready to go? Yeah, well, it is what they said it was. America's wide open. The land of opportunity and the land of junkies. You better know it. You better know it. Oh, man. And so, man, this brother gets executed in his home. Like Breonna Taylor, like so many other folks. And these people are out here talking about every other thing. Say, hey, we done with these folks. Now, another issue, let's see, where do I want to go next? Because we need to deal with this political piece here. So, that's a little more. Which one do I want to do? You know what? I'm going to start here. Now, when we talk about, and shout out to Kendrick Lamar, because for those who, didn't understand, I'm glad that he kind of doubled down and made it clear on what not like us actually means. So it is a nod to foundational Black Americans because every other group is simply not like us. And then you got all these other people. Oh, you guys are hidden. I posted a picture of Busta Rhymes at a game, and it looks like he kind of got on a painted hairline. Of course, somebody came in there. Oh man, there was the one woman hopped up with my thread talking about, oh man, aren't there more important things to talk about? Man, look at this abortion issue. I guess there are more important things to talk about. And abortion ain't one of them over here. Have you not tuned in to Beatzilla PDX before? When people say you see black folks and just assume Democrat. No, I don't subscribe to their values. We do not share the same ideals at all. Now again, do I resonate with the Republicans? Hell no. But again, I'm from the university. This is what gets me. And it's more of a nuisance than anything because people don't understand when I tell you I'm from the University of White Supremacy. Why would you think I would be subscribing to either party? Or I would ever buy into a person's philosophy? Shoot out. I just wanted to give you a shout out. Why would you assume that I would care? Literally, coming from little Dixie up here, I don't subscribe to the shit they talking. This is policy. If you're a black person and find yourself getting caught up in the emotion of if it's Trump or if it's Biden, you need to go lay down. You must be sick. Crew Reality Grad Negus in the building. Salute to you, brother. Thank you for being here as well. Black First. Man. These folks. And then, not to mention the other thing, this other guy, because there's been a few butthurt tethers this week too. You FBA this, you did this and that. Hey man, let me tell you something. Me and Tariq Nasheed in the same age range. So the whole, you need a father thing, obviously you need one. Or did you leave your children back in your homeland for where you fled? And then the people say, well, I'm fleeing this. Let me clarify something. You're not in a conversation or bothering anybody by talking disrespectful. You'll get yourself blocked because nobody need to hear all that cussing. You're not promoting an intelligent position if I see that you can't go a phrase without typing the word nigga. That right there tells me either you're white, you're a tether, or you're white or you're a tether. And then like the one dude tried to tell me, oh man, I'm a black man from, where the hell he say? He named one of the southern states in the Bible Belt. And then tried to say none of his family members was in the church. See, these people don't understand when they dead giveaways. Oh, okay. You're going to tell a black American that you are from Alabama or Mississippi and none of your black family is in the church.
Where's your family from?
Because you lying. Yeah, I'm from Chicago and my family from Mississippi and Alabama and ain't nobody in the church and they ain't Muslims neither. Yeah, you go peddle that lie somewhere else. You're around intelligent beings in conversation over here. We understand better than that. You know? Oh, man. Salute to everybody tuning in on X right now. If you're on X, tweet this out. Tweet this broadcast out right now. And then make your way over here to this YouTube channel and subscribe. Because, see, over here we talk about things that concern and involve us. This is why you need a new black media. And another thing that new black media also point out are imposters, tethers, liars, and fakers. Some of these people have actually made it into politics. And albeit that they are not black, they benefit from the work that black people have done in this country and the progress that black people have forced in this country. And they, when it's time to pay homage to that, they will say, this is what black folks did so many years ago. And then that's the last time you hear about that group that actually did it. And it's about every and all. They were celebrating Brown v. the Board of Education or whatever today, integrating schools where black children could integrate to white schools. And I just was looking at some of the politicians who had something to say about it, and one stuck out to me.
Hi, Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona here in Topeka, Kansas at the Brown v. Board of Education National Historic Site. 70 years ago today, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of black families and children from this city who challenged the fact that black students had to go to segregated schools, even though there were closer schools in their neighborhood for white students. Thanks to the bravery of those students and families, our nation took a powerful step forward, striking down the profound injustice of formal segregation in education. But as we honor the 70th anniversary of that momentous decision, we cannot rest on our laurels. Let's recognize that the work of fighting injustice in our nation is far from over. Formal segregation is gone, but too many of its legacies remain in the racism and deep and lasting inequities we still see to this day in our housing, in our infrastructure, and in our educational system. So let's not be complacent. Let's build on what Brown versus Board made possible. Let's continue to fight for equity in education. And let's raise the bar in education so that all of our students can count on accessing the doors that education can open for them. We can do it and we will do it together. Thank you.
And so, the Biden administration is planning more changes to quicken asylum processing for new invaders. So if you are looking at what you just saw, they're happy because, wow, look at how this works out for them. Thank you, black people. You guys are so kind. You guys helped out everybody else again. From all your hard work, man, from all of your hard work, all of us benefit. All of us win because you guys did it and you guys worked out so hard. And so because of what you did, we all benefit. And we're going to get some tangibles and y'all stop complaining and just work hard. The Biden administration is preparing more changes to the nation's asylum system meant to speed up processing and potential removal of migrants. See, now that right there, come on. He's trying to prevent the removal of migrants who want to continue to arrive at the southern border, who want to continue. He's still talking about an open border. This dude is freaking nuts. An interim step as President Joe Biden continues to mull a border executive order to crack down on border crossings that may come later this year. Why would that make any sense? That's a contradictory statement. He's trying to prevent people from getting deported now. Why would he's all of a sudden going to be the same guy to crack down later? That's a joke. I ain't even going to call that a nothing burger. That's just a flat out lie. He ain't doing that. The change under consideration would allow certain invaders who are arriving at the border now to be processed first through the asylum system rather than going to the back of the line, according to 4 people familiar with the proposal. Are you kidding? The people were granted anonymity to speak about an administration policy before it is made final. That's pretty interesting. The announcement expected to come from the Department of Homeland Security and Justice Department could come as early as Thursday, although the people cautioned that it could be delayed. The broader goal of the administration with this change is to process recent arrivals swiftly within 6 months rather than the numerous years it would take under the current backlog in the nation's asylum system. What he's trying to do is flood the zone, and he's trying to put it in place just in case his tail gets voted out and he's over in Shady Acres retirement. He wants all of this coming because he wants to make his promise. Truth be told, the only promise that Joe Biden really made to Black America is this.
This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
And he's definitely trying to aid that situation now, isn't he? If it wasn't previously a reality, he's making sure that it is for him, isn't it? The Biden administration is taking increasingly restrictive measures to dissuade people from coming to the U.S.-Mexico border right now. When a migrant arrives, particularly a family, they are almost always released into the country where they wait out their asylum court dates in a process that takes years. By quickly processing migrants who have just arrived, it could stop others from trying to make the trip. Are you kidding me? Oh, sure. Yeah, a fast pass into becoming a citizen. Oh, that will deter him. Boy, this dude must have been hanging out with his partying with his son. Because he can't be serious. Oh, a record 3 million cases right now are clogging the nation's immigration court. 3 million cases. These are the people who they caught. 3 million. The average caseload for a judge is 5,000, and these changes won't help diminish their workload. There are roughly 600 judges. The administration has tried for years to move more new arrivals to the front of the line for asylum decisions, hoping to deport those whose claims are denied within months instead of years. Well, how about if you came here illegally, you just immediately get your ass sent out of here? President Barack Obama and Donald Trump administrations also tried to accelerate the process going back to 2014. In 2022, the Biden administration introduced a plan to have asylum officers, not immigration judges, decide a limited number of family claims in 9 cities. So you took the power out of the judge's hands and put it directly in law enforcement, and told law enforcement, do my bidding, because then we'll see how he gonna pay them back on the back end with $37 million going to law enforcement. And you catching the hustle now. Y'all catching the business of politics here? Because this is some money changing hands right here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I need to take this ticker off so I can see the bottom here. Michael Knowles, the spokesman for the National Citizenship and Immigration Services Council, a union that represents asylum officers, said in a February interview that the 2022 plan was, quote, a very important program that got very little support. Last year, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement began an effort in 45 cities to speed up initial asylum screenings for families and deport those who fail within months. Well, you know who's getting deported, right? So you trying to rush them in, hurry up. Okay, all you darks and Haitians, you come over this way. We're going to put you on a plane and send you out of here. And we're going to keep all of the light-skinned ones that are passing for white, and they ain't going to rock the boat. Come on in. Welcome to America. ICE has not released data on how many families have gone through the expedited screenings and how many have been deported. Of course they haven't. They're deporting somebody. Y'all believe they deported anybody? A bipartisan border agreement drafted by the senators and endorsed by Biden earlier this year offered funding for 100 new immigration judges and aides. But the legislation never advanced after Trump, the presumptive GOP presidential nominee, urged fellow Republicans to kill the deal. Well, thanks, Donald Trump, because that was a good job. Because, hey, see what Donald Trump is actually running on? So he ran on leverage, kill that deal. Good. And get these folks up out of here. Meanwhile, advocates for immigrants have generally expressed concern about changes that would expedite already fraught proceedings for migrants who arrived at the U.S. border after what is often a harrowing journey north. Oh, Lord. Okay. A harrowing journey. It's a trek miles upon miles and to get to the promised land of America, change their lives for the better. See, they did like the slaves or the former slaves when they left the South and started migrating to other places. See, black people should understand. They find some twisted way to just weave our history into other people. What's going on, Kermit? What's going on? They like to just, we're just going to weave somebody off up in here. Yeah, stop it. But I mean, by now, we're not foreign to that. We're not foreign to that at all. Oh my goodness. So, I wanted to really hit on that because the same week this airman is getting laid to rest, we say we support, thank you for your service and support our troops. What happens? See, again, Breonna Taylor, first responder. No first responder love at all. Although one of the pictures of Breonna Taylor is literally holding a certificate, flowers in her EMT uniform. But no, let's just overlook that fact. Here, we're overlooking all of this illegal entering into the country. And then once again, are you hearing how Joe Biden is raising police and committing $37 billion when just 4 years ago, the same voices that got him into office were chanting, defund the police. And then Joe Biden got into office with that momentum and literally said this then. And the African American community stood up again for me. You always had my back, and I'll have yours. What a night. Also, look who put this out. This is also the other hilarious part of this screenshot. Because this is literally put out by NARC. More do-nothing Negroes. In the meanwhile, up comes the next generation. Because CRT, critical race theory, hearing about the history of this country, the vile nature of anti-Black racism that has been perpetuated throughout years, centuries actually. Oh, it's going to make them feel bad and we need to work. It seems to me that you should take this opportunity to say, you know what? Let's do something different with this generation. But that, of course, is definitely not on the menu. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. Not at all, because it starts here and continues on here. And if you're lucky, you get to be like this guy. Never forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is a sad state of affairs. Look at the reality of the numbers. This is why Trump is beating this guy. And not that we give a crap, because he isn't even getting our support. Trump is beating him without Black folk. It's a sad state of affairs for the Democrats, and you won't get them shills coming to y'all fools. Michelle Hargrave, thank you so much for the CashApp donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be up on you and yours. Thank you so much. Shout out to Baltimore. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know what they're going to do now. I mean, what's the plan now? Because the truth is out. The truth is out. The secret's out. I'm gonna have to get y'all, but I can't. I gotta cut that up though. But if y'all ain't heard the Secret South video, the secret's out. If you see this dude singing in church and he doing all of that, that's him. He actually had a song, because somebody first turned me on to this dude. I think it was on Instagram some years back. This is like back around the time when like Turquoise Jeep was kind of hitting and popping. The Flint Flossie and them. What he's done. But he's like a gospel singer or something. So he got songs like what he's done. What he's done for you, you. And he's done for me, me. What he's done for you, you. His name is Michael something. Oh Lord, forgive me for laughing. He's given his blessing the Lord with his talents. So shout out to that brother. Whew. What he done for you, you. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, see, the one thing about being a musician, especially playing in church all your life, you get accustomed to how to try to not break when somebody's coming up. Like, hey, can you play for this person? I guess since I'm still here. So, you might be up there. You might be the house musician for the evening. They got a special A selection. You got all the choirs up here, whatnot, and then you got the one person who's like, I'm about to sing my solo. I gotta tell this story. We had an event at the church I used to play at. And it had something called the Singing Preachers. And one sister who was a singing pastor, she was going to come out and do Mary Mary. I've decided. And so, like, okay, she has her track start playing. It's like, oh, you got the background track with Mary Mary's background vocals on it. Like, oh, okay, this is high quality karaoke. So she's up there. I decided long ago that I cried my last tear. Yesterday, oh, yesterday, a long time ago, I decided I'm crying my last tear. Yesterday. Tear. So you tell somebody, I decided long ago that I've cried my last tear. Yesterday. Oh man. And you got to try to sip because they feeling it. Oh, yesterday. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yesterday. I'm sorry. And then she gonna hush the crowd because she want to hear Mary Mary. Oh, oh. I sit back there just. I mean, because what else can you do? Whoo. You let somebody know you cried your last chant yesterday. Ah. Oh Lord. Oh Lordy me. Everything I know been in my Johnny Taylor voice. Karen! Oh my God. It was Juke Joint Saturday night. Oh man. Oh boy. You must have just got the visual, Kermit, because brother, you hit the nail on the head. It was Juke Joint Saturday night. And just say this now. This is sister. Just to give you a visual, y'all close your eyes now. This is fairly dark sister with very low, short cut, bleach blonde. Well, it was kind of strawberry blondish. And a dress that looked like she might be going to the Bring Your Own Bottle Social Club on Saturday night. Who from a place that got the Bring Your Own Bottle social clubs? Or the place you have to sign a little membership to be part of that? They'll call it a lodge, so you're a member of the lodge, but you just paid your fee to be there. That was that Sunday. Yes, sir. Everything out in the open Johnny Taylor voice. Brother, you talking gospel, Kermit. Oh man, maybe we just too old. I just don't know. We've seen too much. Whew. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I hate to do it. I mean, but I'll say I had to tell y'all the appearance. So yeah, when I say Juke Joint Saturday night, like Kermit hit the nail on the head. It's straight Juke Joint Saturday night off up in that piece. Oh, and then of course, boy, I'll tell you, you ever been around singing preachers? The big bishop come over and start singing. Big bishop show up. There's not a friend like the Lord. Yeah. Start hearing them when they sing. They out there screaming like they at a Luther Vandross concert. Oh, Judah Queen, I bet you could write a book about your experiences in the church. Ooh-wee. Yes, indeed, I can. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Made me think about something else. Shout out to my brother Versatile. Told me a great little story about the night when History for Biggie was made, but when actually Puffy stole a song from some people I know, and it ended up being One More Chance. But the funny part about that story is the other guy that was in the room. M.D. Williams, I'm a PK. Oh, so you already know. Someone asked a question. Who was in that room? Some say they hang with power bottoms. Maybe we'll find out soon. Let me stop. Stop. Hey, don't you be talking about these people I know. Allegedly. That's all I'll say. Well, I can tell you that, brother was in the room, but that was in the studio, but just kind of telling you what kind of company was around, And everybody made it big. Oh, you know what's funny? The person I'm talking about often kind of gets compared to this shill here.
Now, Joe, I don't know what happened between last night and this morning, but whatever happened, I'm all for it. What I asked you to do yesterday and what you did this morning, this all you got to do. That's it, right here. What you did this morning, this is all you got to do.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Joe, this all you got to do. This all I asked you to do. And I heard people say yesterday, well, he do got the cameras rolling. The media just won't cover it. Damn the media. Become your own media. You got the most powerful pulpit in the world, man. You become your own media. Keep the camera. You can put out 1,000 of these clips a day if you want to. Just turn the camera around. And for
Shillapalooza. Shillapalooza. Plies. Brother.
Buck dancing, shuffling, scratching, bootlicking, bamboozling, Uncle Tom Negro.
Yeah, that's about all I can stomach in that. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say, man. I mean, come to, look at it, man. I be knowing. No. And is this who we are? Let's just go get some loud Negro to go holler at black folks. Stop. How cringy. I mean, this is how they perceive they are relating to black people. And if you don't believe me, this week has been a very interesting week, especially in politics. I now know Jasmine Crockett listens to the new black media. And she obviously is a fan of Corey Holcomb and Tariq Nasheed. To which she literally uses Tariq Nasheed's term on the floor. But instead of all that sassy hair wagging, did not tell you she reminded me of someone. Thought I was playing. Oh, I see the game, baby. I better know they got these people groomed. Oh, what you need to do is be like her. Mimic your, because if you watch Jasmine Crockett, her previous stuff, she wasn't doing all the theatrics. Telling you, she look right now, she is straight up Dillard. Told y'all, I'm like, hey, do y'all see this? Straight up. This exchange is funny though. And here's the thing. You have Jasmine Crockett on one side, and then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene on the other. I'm not sure how much Jasmine Crockett has listened to Tariq, because she is right about the bad built blonde. But the other part about it is Tariq also has a Mac lessons about women not to trust. One of those women not to trust is a black woman with no ass. Maybe y'all haven't seen Jasmine Crockett in her full splendor, but she's not double cheeked up. Let's just put it that way.
That's on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just a-
AG.
I don't
Point
think
of-
you
point
know
of
what
order.
you're here
President.
for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Ms. Green. That's
regain
beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you
meeting will
attack the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings hurt?
her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl?
We're gonna,
I don't think
We are going to
so.
move, and we're going to take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
So who will have to fail? Okay. Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she's
Chair
apologizing.
recognizes
No,
Mr.
she's
Perry. Okay,
apologizing.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
I want to give just something to think about. White supremacy takes both sides of the argument all the time. All the time. All the time. Even now. This is political theater, ladies and gentlemen. Political theatrics. To invoke emotion, because this ain't about nothing. But let's peep game. But what I want you to do is think about, so say, okay, I look at this is all a con. How does this affect other people who don't recognize it's a con, though?
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
think
minority.
it's pretty self-evident.
You're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not.
of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd
the.
like to
I
strike
move to strike
those
the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like to strike
Strike
those
the lady's
as well.
words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the
There's
words.
another motion to strike her words again. Please
All right.
get
Okay.
your members under
Here's the
control.
correct prodigy. Ms. Green, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll
All
strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection. Without
Not
objection.
apologizing.
21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's?
It's me.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those
I
words.
don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to
I
strike
had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna.
My mayor sure did. Bleach blonde. And what's so funny is the last line, the butch. It's like, oh, so she's butch too, huh? And it just flies. And she knew it was hella petty. Who said that? Black Anthem. Shout out to you, man. Black Anthem. That was hella petty. That was hella petty. And she knew it was when she did that. But, you know, this is what they're doing. Let's turn it up. We need it. We need to get some folks drummed up looking at our political theater, because truth be told, the streets has more attention. So you have to do something. And I guess this was it.
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those
I had no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this is what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Please calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can we
come
Now, this is hilarious. Jasmine Crockett. I'm waiting for all the fallback or fallout from this. This is what y'all do. That line is hilarious. See, no, this is what y'all do. And you know what? She's right. This is exactly what some of these white women will do. They will cause a problem. They will go out here and then be like, oh no, oh, well, your reaction is so scary. Oh my God. Oh, calm down. I remember there was somebody, again, the things you can learn just being here in this city. Me and my wife went to this breakfast spot. It's one of these 24-hour spots. So you kind of order as you have to walk around and there's a thing up there. You order, then you go sit down, right? Because you got your number. One early Saturday morning, we're going to get up early and just go to breakfast. We're going over there. And it's kind of empty because, it's fairly early on a Saturday. And this white woman and her husband are standing next to me. I have a bag. I'm carrying a bag, and it's like the bag you could put your to-go orders in, and it's around my shoulder. This woman keeps moving so close to me that she's literally touching my bag. Ma'am, you need to back up. What? I'm not touching you. I'm touching your bag. You're not supposed to be touching anything on my person. Give me my space. Oh, be nice, be nice. We're done talking here. Pardon my back. And so as she was going to get ready into her, pardon my back. And the conversation was over. Because I'm looking over at her husband like, you want to say something? He didn't. All right. Yeah, pardon my back. Because ladies, you doing stuff like that, you might get your man smacked. So just be mindful. When you out there doing stuff like that, if he ain't built like that, then don't put him in those predicaments. That fella over there, he didn't want them issues. So, he just kind of, so as I'm there checking his wife in front of them and him, he didn't say nothing. Watched me check his wife and pardon my back and went back to doing whatever I was doing. And then made sure she wasn't that close to me again. So again, what she said is very true. Y'all will, so basically they will throw rocks, hide their hands, and then act like victims when you respond. Jasmine Crockett is absolutely correct.
Talk shit about her, y'all gonna have a problem.
Mr. Chairman.
All right.
Chair.
Y'all talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right.
Chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now. Recognize.
Your black attitude is crazy. I heard the other woman, the other little crazy woman to be talking at the time actually had to shut her up today. But I mean, this is like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's an elected official. Do you understand how many people actually resonate with her in Georgia? That's a hell of a statement. That is a hell of a statement to say that's what is resonating with people in Georgia, that you put her in Washington. And Raphael Warnock barely beat Herschel Walker. In this next election, I need y'all to come out and vote for me in this election. All right? In 24 election, I'll be running and you need to come vote for me. Herschel Walker, I think. Oh man. Oh, Kermit, they do not care about that arm's distance. They were sick when we had the 6 feet rule. Oh, these people lost their minds. That was one of the reasons why they were so like done. They could not stand it. I can't stand next to somebody like that. No. My kids are suffering because we can't go be little assholes at school and they're all stuck at home with me and we're all being assholes to each other. While black folks was having the most peaceful time of their lives. Yeah, easy to everybody. Black folks is up there working from home. How many of y'all was ready to go back to the office? How many of y'all would say, boy, that's the one good thing about the shutdown is working from home? Didn't have to be there. Nobody in the household getting sick for a year. I mean, literally. Ain't getting as much as a sniffle. DSM Sinister in the building. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. Moonrise in the building, checking in from Kansas City, Missouri. Black First, thank you for being here as well. And Black Anthem, yes indeed. Salute Black First. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh boy. So, there's one more little thing that because there's some of these videos, and I'm gonna start doing this since it's happening more and more often. We don't have to really do some house cleaning, but shout out to all of you who have really embraced delineation. And looking at what I've showed you, just the graphs tonight, we don't have no time. All of them other groups, they have listings for their specific group, meaning that when they're identifying in certain censuses or whatnot, that's how they're identifying. They ain't identifying with us. So they make sure that their income is recognized as their group, and their group is not us. So when you hear flat blackness and all of that, we all come from the melanated place of Africa, blah, blah, blah. BS. Tell me about my Moorish existence. See that I still bear that name. But going on further, there's people who are so tethered out of their minds that, number one, they believe they can tell us about our own history. Number two, they think that they know more about their history than we do. These people don't even know their damn birth dates. But they're coming over here telling us there was no African. That's a myth that the Africans sold black folks into slavery. They just had the big flop about a year ago. The Woman King. Guess who the last 2 slave ships that were trying to come to America were owned by? The Dahomey. Spain and all these other groups were out of here already. Who was still trying to come to the American shores with black slaves? Africans. So from the good ship Jesus, which is the first one, 1536, down to the Dahomey's last 2 ships. Yeah, black folks sold black folks into slavery. Who the hell you think was in that place in the Passage of No Return? You think it was just a bunch of white folks posted up in Ghana over there watching all these Negroes getting carted off? No. Hell no. There was a bunch of people that looked just like them, like, damn, that's messed up, huh? Shoot, glad we ain't them, nigga. That place doesn't stay black. that place would be completely white by now if they was taking them out of there too. So no, that means that Africans sat up there watching us getting chained and drugged through and put on the boat. That's what they sat back and watched do. Don't let these people come over here and tell you about our damn history. Tell me when the hell your birthday is for real.
Sold you. Let's talk about it. In order for us to understand that Africans were not selling Africans into slavery, we have to understand how chattel slavery first started. A lot of people believe that the Europeans gave the Africans guns and wines, and the Africans just gave other Africans to them, and that's how it went. But y'all leaving little details out, and I'm about to give it to you. See, in the mid-15th century, Portugal was able to make it to the west side of Africa. In West Africa, they met the Congo king. And when they met the Congo king, they convinced him to go Christian. But wait, why did he go Christian, oh Haji? Well, viewer, that
Christian? Why do these people be thinking they dropping some kind of knowledge? Christianity? Where do these people get this madness? Well, is somebody teaching this history? Is somebody teaching this as history? I would really want to know, because timelines seem a little off. Yeah? Just thinking, man, no, them timelines are a little off. Okay, so Portugal. Okay.
follows me. I'm glad you asked. First, the Pope gave Portugal permission to enslave anybody that was not Christian in Africa. Mind you, Portugal was the first European country to make contact with Africans. Portugal also had better ships and navy, which gave them more power.
What the hell did he just say? Portugal was the first? Family, can somebody in the chat, when was the Battle of Carthage? When was the Battle of Carthage? I would, because what he's talking about, the Pope. Because there's a Byzantine era that he is missing. And so it's like, okay, well, which popes are you referring to? Because you do know that there were some black ones. It was black rulership in Europe for 1,000 years. You had the Byzantine Moors, then you had the Muslim Moors. The Muslim Moors reigned for 800 years. The Byzantine Moors reigned for 1,000 years. What point are we referring to? You talking about like the Doges? The last Doge of Venice looks like my partner Tony Ozier. He's the last royal of Venice. See, these people come over here and just leave out all this Moorish history, like Africa, 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 Africa. 1,000 years of ruling whitey. And these coon buffoons come over here telling us about we was kings in Africa. And the Moors had their foot up whitey's ass for 1,000 years. But why ain't that important? Oh, you know why? Because that would mean flipping the order. And Pan-Africans don't look for that. Pan-Africans ain't looking to change nothing. They want to find their peace in this society, not destroying the system of white supremacy. That is not what they're after. They're after peace. And say, well, see, what we gonna do, we just gonna get all of the peace over here, and then the white man, we just gonna make sure they don't come over here. Now, unless you prepared to be like them folks on that island that make sure you keep white folks out, that ain't gonna be done. And in modern day, there's too many bodies that can fill the spot of an infiltrator to try to pull something like that off. And that's one thing that we got to be mindful of. They have certain mechanisms in place for movements. One of them is always inserting an agent of, number one, recon, information, communication, and then disruption. Even within this movement, there have been some to come and go. And you would have to wonder, what was your purpose? Now, as for me being around for so long, I've seen so many come and go in my day, to where, you know, anybody around me, they've been around me long enough, you just know what to look for. Hell, anybody that's ever called me on my phone, there's something they can all tell you. And this is one thing I don't know what people be thinking about this lane of Black empowerment is. It's only been popular in the last few years that people really give a crap about listening to what we were talking about. Other than that, you know who our main audience has been? The United States government. So I've been under surveillance. I've been on a list for probably about 20 years, close to it. Back in around when Obama was in office, there were surveillance planes. One of the guys finally told, and, you know, letting you know that, hey, man, there's people on a certain list. Got put on a gang list by local authorities. Then I'm also on I'm listed as somebody who could, what do they say? What's that say? Something about could be associated with radicals or something of the sort. This is a life of a real, like, people talk, get out here, man. Tell you, I'm not new. And I understand things happen in different time frames. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, a lot of people haven't got that wake up call yet. So they think things are one way until that reality sets in. Be like, oh, no. Then, you know, then people might get a different understanding of what's happening. But I will, you know, I do try my best to give y'all forewarning of situations and circumstances that are out here, because you know, another thing, if you were ever kind of warned that you were ruffling feathers that didn't like to be ruffled, you won't be told by a freaking troll or a stranger. You're going to be told by probably a family member or someone you know. Because of their associations, the word has came down and they're giving you a warning. You have to take it upon yourself to know what you are. These clowns here, they think this is all a game and a joke and about clout. Till you hear that clicking on your phone, knowing that them folks is listening, you hear them click off. Anybody that, oh man, that's right, I'm talking to Zilla. You already know. Because out here, they shoot, my folks know, like, oh, okay, I'm sure you done made them mad. I've been a victim of political retaliation. rights violated and some more shit. I mean, I'm just saying, people, there's some shit that comes with this. And people think, oh yeah, man, I eat, sleep, and drink empowerment. Okay. See when that real true test come in, how you hold up. Talk to me then.
When it comes to trading, so saying no to them would have been drastic for the tribes. So technically they weren't even sold, they were forcibly traded. I mean, it was an ultimatum: you work with us or we'll fuck you up. During that time, just like Spain, the people of Africa were fighting to make their tribes much bigger kingdoms. And just like every other country in the world, if you went to war with another power and lose, you would become a prisoner. And during that time, it was considered slavery. When we say things like Africans were selling Africans, we're dehumanizing the people that were in the positions they didn't want to be in the first place. These people we call Africans wouldn't even call themselves Africans during that time period.
They wouldn't now either. They call themselves by their tribes and their nations. But he really thought that he was dropping knowledge. And shout out, yeah, exactly, man. You got pyramids on this in the Americas. What the hell is this dude talking about? And see, like I said, these people talk so much out of their ass. Like they really know our history. I'm going to teach y'all something about who you are, and you're going to say it's a myth that they didn't like. No. Crew Reality said, TBA says, have y'all been listening to my spaces? Man, I've been telling you that non-stop in our spaces. Because I know exactly, that brother knows how it works. Man. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, some of these people out here, I've been aware of them for 20 plus years. Before all of this, before all you seeing and hearing everybody, this ain't no new, this isn't new. And as far as understanding the banner to which you know is New Black Media, well, you know, that would be more of a myself, D. Tubman, Brother King Cam. That would probably be where you could find how that even came about to where you guys even know it as a moniker. To where you say, okay, well, all this is tied into this. And, you know, those of us who says, okay, shout out to also Great Black Shark as well. Because back in the, 2016-ish, 2017, when I was hitting them up, like, hey, this is something I think we need to really seriously do. And we have something to do it. I think it would boost our message. The rest is history. A lot of people don't know that story. A lot of people just, I just think I was all of a sudden just knew New Black Media and this date. Of course you did. Because you didn't before, because it wasn't out there like that. So I'm just giving you a little taste of history there that people might not know for the banner that so many people now proudly claim. Hi, my name is the Architect. beatzillapdx official. You have the voices. Everybody has a role. I went away for 14 and a half months. Didn't nobody think about doing that? This is something that we put in place before I left. I know nobody knows that except for those people involved. Like I said before, it used to be, the people used to ask me, do I own New Black Media? Because I was the person that you seen blasting it. No, It's a banner that belongs to everybody who subscribes to the philosophy of it. So instead of making it a me thing, it's an all of us thing. Someone has to do that from time to time. But one more thing that I want you to understand about that is people have to have the mind to bring people together. You have to have the spirit to bring people together. And you definitely have to have a deep-seated desire and love for your folks to make sure we do not end up in the same position once again. So people may think what they think about me, but one thing is they can say for certain. Some people definitely know how to bring people together. And that is a flex. And now you see everybody is really, really paying notice to whom? The black talking heads that they put out there? No. We are the reasons why we were surveilled all of these years. And still, our voice runs the yard. Salute to all the voices of New Black Media, all of the contributors of New Black Media, all the supporters of all of the voices of New Black Media, because without you, we would just still be a bunch of individuals. So salute to each and every one of you. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon all of you and yours. Because Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. Can you dig it? And I hope y'all understand. That is why I tell y'all that. From moment when I started my little corner over here, I need y'all to know. We proclaim the destruction of our oppression. Also, we also claim our reparations. And they understand where if you got 2 or 3 gathered, there is power. I don't think at this point you'll see us when less than 2 or 3. So there's always power. Again, big salute to all of you. Very, 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 very important that y'all understand how important y'all are. And that is why these powers that be are also watching you. They know each and every one of you because you don't have to be on the mic or in front of the camera to still be effective about our empowerment. Job well done. Let's keep trucking, pedal to the metal, foot to the floor. Anybody that can't get with that program, you think that it doesn't make sense that the people should be speaking, we should be megaphones for the sentiments, the needs, and the causes of our people who have long been ignored for so many years. And we have a president in office who once again is turning his back on Black America. And if that works for you, first off, it doesn't work for me. And with that being said, I speak for myself. Beatzilla PDX official. Beatzilla PDX official show. Those of you in the chat, grassroots, voices of New Black Media, I think it's safe to say I speak for all of us when we proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
All right. Also, remember, hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
That always tickles me. So, for all the Democratic shills who have tried us and who have now witnessed that things are going so bad, you have tethers with deportation anxiety. Again, family, give yourselves a round of applause. And to all of you haters of foundational Black American freedmen, how does this L feel?
Teach your man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
When you step to us, you step correct. Make sure y'all tune in to my next video that is going to be airing. Members, you will be getting that this evening after this broadcast wraps up. And again, family, thank y'all for tuning in to the weekly wrap up. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the support. Also appreciate that. Thank you for all the CashApp donations this evening. Appreciate all of that. And again, like I said, you know, it is important for all of y'all to understand how important your presence in this movement is, because it speaks. And we are people. You cannot ignore a mass of people. As much as they're trying. And then you have Kendrick Lamar's and the Angel Reese's and the Sha'Carri Richardsons coming out just being great while representing home. Salute to them as well. Man, we are in a time like none before. It's great to see what's happening, tearing down the old and building up the new. Always make sure you keep your 3 smooth stones at the ready. Keep your slingshot nearby. And always stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all. Y'all have a blessed, prosperous weekend. Peace.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yes. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.